Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Sony Game Fest in an hour? I'm guessing that's what you mean. Unless Sega's doing a Game Fest. That'd be different. Steam Game Fest. No, I think Steam does Game Fest all the time. Summer Games Fest. Oh, is the Steam sale starting in an hour? Huh. Sony was yesterday. Oh yeah, that's right, because Wolverine. Wolverine looked cool. I liked Wolverine. That was fun. It was interesting to see how graphic they made things. Considering like the past ones that they've made are like Spider-Man games and stuff. It's probably the most like most gore in a superhero game I've seen since probably the Deadpool game. I think the Deadpool game has some like blood and stuff, but that's about it. Was there anything else besides I'm trying to think if there's anything else besides Wolverine that looked interesting from the PlayStation thing or Sony, I guess. Kind of the same thing, right? Rayman Legends, yeah. Yep, there was that. There was the God of War thing, which people seem kind of mixed on, to say the least. Didn't he have a son? Sorry, I'm not up to date with the like God of War stuff, but didn't Kratos have a son in like one of the newer God of War games? Why didn't they just have him be a playable character? This seems like such a weird pick to just take like a very masculine guy game and just be like, yes, we do have the son right here, but what if we just like chose somebody else? Seems like an odd choice. Like, what girl gamers are you gonna bring over to play God of War? I don't know. Seems like an odd choice. It's not even that you can't have a girl protagonist, because like guys play games with girls as the main characters, like Bayonetta, Stellar Blade and stuff. But like they literally made the poor actress like looks like she looks pretty. Why did they make her look like that? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know, man. I would like to play the God of War games, but I haven't even played like the original trilogy. So yeah, but like you could have written a sequel that like has the boy as a playable character once he's grown up or something, you know. You could, I don't know. To be fair, I'm not completely up to date on the lore, so, but I would like to play the original trilogy and then maybe some of the newer stuff. Sony really wants to attract female players, I guess, with God of War? Dude, make a like cute like Harvest Moon, like Animal Crossing type game. Like God of War? Why? Anyway. What was I doing? Oh yeah. These guys. Okay. Let's go buy some over-the-counter pills so they can fuck. Okay.
I'll take.
So I'm working on pretzels. What else am I working on? Should I start on the raisins? If we don't P4R today at Xbox, yeah. We'll probably get the announcement for release sometime next year. to the point where they've replaced their male protagonists with females. They've done it to Uncharted, Ghost of Tsushima, and even Ratchet and Clank. I thought the Ratchet and Clank thing was kind of fun because you had a new character. The new female character's design, at least looked cool. I don't know if her character writing is any good, but it looked okay. And it was kind of interesting. And you still had Ratchet, but like she was like, I guess, a secondary character, like a new character to play as. I thought that was fine. Like I thought that looked kind of decent. Yeah, and Uncharted did have that one spin-off with one of the main characters. That's, again, not as bad. It's more like, do you remember that there was the Gears of War game that came out, like, a little while ago? That was supposed to be a sequel, but, like, was all about, like, I think the daughter or whatever. It's kind of weird to just, like, take something that's a very manly game, like God of War or, Gears of War, you know, anything with war in it, and make the main protagonist a female. I don't know. It just feels odd. I think you can do like, and I would say the same, dude, if they made a Bayonetta game and they just like replace Bayonetta with like, I don't know, a K-pop guy, I'd be like, what is this? This isn't Bayonetta. You know, like, don't get it twisted. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna change the main character and it's not a side game or like a prequel or something like that, then you better have a good reason. And like, I think it would be totally valid to like kind of retire Kratos and have his son take over maybe and see how that goes, right? But I don't know about that. I just think that I think you're not entirely wrong is the thing. I do think that they're trying to appeal to female gamers somewhat by offering more female protagonists. I just think that it's not gonna work, and it's not a very informed way of doing things, because the way you get like people on board with a game is like by making a game that they want to play, not by changing like what the main character is necessarily. Because like games are so much more than like, I don't know. Anyway, I mean, we had like what Warhammer 40K came out with Space Marine 2 just recently, right? They certainly didn't well, I know that Warhammer's tried to retcon in female warriors, I think, but I don't think that had any female Space Marines in it. Or I should say Games Workshop has tried to retcon I think female Space Marines or something, if I remember correctly. But yeah, P3R probably gonna get announced in the next week or so for next year. That'll be kind of neat, kind of cool. I should probably work on the Ray's answer. Oh, I was working on snakes too, wasn't I? Yes. Okay. P4R? What did I say?
Morning.
Whatever, the remake.
Can I interest you in something seedy?
Apologies if I
No,
misspoke.
I don't mean like that. An ex
I was thinking I should start playing the original Persona 5 off stream here soon. So I can make a video about it for the 10th anniversary. So I can play it, finish it in like give myself like a month to make a video about it or whatever. Currently off stream I'm playing like a Legend of Zelda game, so I guess once I finish that I'll go ahead and start on it. It'll be interesting because I've never played a Persona game like off stream, so it'll be interesting to see if if it changes the way I play the game or how it changes it, you know. I'd also like to give P5 another chance because I don't know. It's my least favorite of the trilogy so far. I'd like to give it another shot and see if, with the original version, and see if, without the balancing issues that P5R introduces, and with the chance to just kind of sit down and play it on my own time at my own speed, see if I enjoy it a bit more. I heard the P6 leaks got DMCA'd. If true, neat. It does lend some more credibility to the idea. Pixie only run of P3R could be kind of fun. I don't know. I kind of want to do what I want to do almost is like a modded run of P3R with like, you know, the FemC mod. I saw recently that the guy who's been making like the expanded like SMT5 demons stuff, like where he's been adding in a bunch of demons from like the mobile game and other stuff, he's starting to work on a similar mod for P3R with more personas and stuff, so that's cool. Some of that kind of stuff would be kind of cool to like put together and have like a modded run of P3R at some point. See if, I don't know, but I don't know if a Pixie only run would be interesting for that game though. P3 portable or P3 Fez would be kind of interesting to do a Pixie only run for, but I think P3R is just a little too easy. Kind of like P5R. I think P5R was kind of fun to do, especially since I got to try out the FemC mod for that, but I think doing that kind of thing again with a game that's as easy as that is kind of Selling off Worm 39. What? Who's getting eaten? Oh, gosh dang it. I forgot about them trying to eat my Tafflies. Okay. Whatever. Once he becomes a resident, I'll just sell him off. Maybe I just need to get rid of some of this water so he won't even come to the garden at all. Compensate me for my Taffly. In the sequel, once you master Romance a Pinata, you're able to ban them from the garden, so they just won't show up, and it's so nice. Try and reduce how much water I have so the frogs won't even come. But yeah, I think if I was to play P3R again, I would probably restrict or outright ban the usage of Thurigy. Unless there's like a mod that rebalances it. I think the way I would rebalance it if I was making a mod for it was I would make it so it can't pierce. And maybe change how quickly the gauge fills. I think that would be the main methods I would use to balance it. It still wouldn't be perfectly balanced, as all things should be, but it would be a lot better, I think, if you could tweak some of those values. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think P4R will be fun to play through, but I have no particular... I don't think the dungeon crawling is going to be anything more than just kind of fun to see the new designs of the dungeons and stuff. I'm not going to, like, worry about tryharding it too much, I think. I don't know. Margaret fight will be kind of fun. Have I done the Margaret fight on any version of P4? I think I have, well, because she's usually New Game Plus, right? I don't know if I have or not. I might not have actually done the Margaret fight. No, I have done it, but in P3 Portable. Not in P4 or P4 Golden, I think. Because I think it's New Game Plus only, and I've only done one run. I'm trying to think. Have I done New Game Plus in P4 Golden? Actually, I cannot remember. Well, if I can't remember doing it, I probably didn't, right? But no. What if they ruined Adachi's character? I mean, I don't think there'll be any major rewrites or anything. The only reason they added more rewrites and tweaked the script on P3 was because they wanted to give Strega more context, because Strega was, and still is, woefully underbaked. They've got cool designs, but they don't have much else going for them. And they're honestly a bit of a nothing burger of a antagonist, as they don't really do too much. It's hard to make a proper, like, mid-antagonist when the final antagonist is literally death incarnate. Let's see. So there was
the only person who can't afford to sleep around here.
God of War. There was God of War, Wolverine. Is there anything else that was interesting? There was the Rayman thing.
You have a new.
Was there anything else? I'm trying to think. I kind of skimmed over it, not gonna lie. Can't remember everything that was announced. Oh yeah, there was Onimusha. Yeah. I mean, there were a few interesting things. I don't know. I mean, is the Wolverine game gonna be a PS5 exclusive? If so, I'll probably never play it. I just can't ever see myself buying a PS5. I heard that the price of the Switch 2 is supposed to go up by $50, and I still haven't found a reason to buy a Switch 2. I was watching Beat 'em Up's video the other day because it's been a year since the Switch came out. I think as of today. So I was watching his and Arlo's videos about like 1 year into the Switch life cycle, and Beat 'em Ups was having a pretty good time with it, but that's because he's using it as his only main console. So he was pretty happy with the third-party support, being able to play things like Indiana Jones. What was this year's Dad Simulator? That Space One, the Dad Simulator, and like, you know, other bigger first-party stuff or third-party stuff, and then also a couple of the first-party offerings, Potopia, some of that kind of stuff. He was pretty happy with it, but I feel like that's because that's his only console. Like for me, I have a PC and everything, and so it doesn't matter as much for me. Like if I, and also a lot of those first party games or those big like third party games I don't really care about playing right now. Like maybe, yeah, sure, Pragmata. I think it was Pragmata is what I was trying to get at earlier with Dad Simulator. Okay, I will say it is funny that they slick back their quote-unquote hair, their ears with their tail. As their, like, preening thing. I don't know, should I get one? I mean, I have until September to think about it, I guess, but there's, yeah, I mean, I'm probably, so here's the thing, I'm probably going to want one at some point, but they haven't put out a game yet that makes me want to buy a Switch 2 necessarily. I've finally been getting some use out of my Switch OLED recently because I've been playing that Link's Awakening remake on it. But like, apart from that, I've not gotten too much use out of my original Switch. I mean, I could wait longer and like get a special edition one, maybe. There might be like a Ocarina of Time special edition Switch 2, or they might come out with an OLED version in a couple of years here. right? But I don't know. I could wait for something like that, right? That is the other option. Because I could just wait and be happy with what I have. And be like, if I have to pay 50 extra bucks later, at least then I, whatever. I don't know. I just have not found the system seller for me yet. I have not found the game that makes me want to buy a Switch 2. There are a couple of games that look interesting-ish, but nothing that makes, like Poketopia and stuff, but... Okay, fair enough. For me, I just have so many games on my backlog and on Steam and everything that it's just... I don't get enough use out of the Switch 1 with all the games I have for it. I have no particular interest in the new Mario Kart game. If I want to play Mario Kart, there are a few other versions that I've played, like the Wii version and the Mario Kart 8, that I would rather play, personally. Also, that price tag. I guess I could get it the bundle, but...
Hello. Chocolate cash melting in your pocket? I'll take it. I'm not found what you want.
Also, I don't play a lot of platformers, especially 3D platformers, so the DK game looks cool, but is not for me. I haven't even played... Dude, I haven't played Mario Odyssey. Or, and I never went back and finished Galaxy either. Or Galaxy 2 or anything like that. I don't know. I have a lot of other games I would want to play before I would get to something like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'll probably want one at some point. The question is, like, do I just want to wait for, like, a special edition or something, like I said? I don't know. Because, like, the only things I could think I would want to play on it is I will probably buy a Switch 2 and use that as an excuse to actually get into Tears of the Kingdom and or revisit Breath of the Wild. The thing is, if I wanted to play those games on the Switch 2, I'd have to pay, like, the, extra 10, 20 bucks to, like, play the updated versions of games I already own with hardware I already own. Oh, nice. That's Press Tails all done.
Your guard.
And that's also level 24. Cool, now I can sell all the Pretz Tails. I have no use for any of you. You have been a blight upon my kingdom for too long. Oh, I think I just smashed that egg. I killed a piñata. Well. Bye. I just banished them all to the Shadow Realm. As soon as I was done with them, I just deleted them all. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Whoosh. Alright. What's the plot again? Sorry, the plot of, I didn't see that message until now. Are you asking about the plot of, like, P4, P3? Sorry. My only complaint with the Switch 2 is the battery life is pretty short depending on what you're playing. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Because I have like 10 or 15 or so like Switch games over there that I just haven't even touched from the Switch One and everything, you know? I wish that the Metroid game had been better. If the Metroid game had been better, I probably would have a Switch 2 or be considering buying a Switch 2 right now. But it looks like it did not turn out well, so yeah. Snaky boy. Okay, do I want to get Newtgats going again, or I don't know. Probably not yet. Oh, I need to do something about you, don't I? Yeah, I need to do something about some of these, sour pinatas. About to watch some tutorials on character modeling now to get started. Okay. Sounds good. What should Persona 6 be about? Well, with the PC Persona 6 leaks, I don't know if that character, the male character, is necessarily going to be the final version of the MC. I mean, we know for a fact that P5, like, you know, design process P5 has like concept art of like different versions of like the main character before they became the final main character. I think what's most interesting about that design is the fact that the MC looks like either European or like half European. So kind of like an outsider kind of thing. You know, like non-Japanese, which I think is interesting. So I think that might be the angle that they're coming at it for this time around. Is what it seems to be.
Hey, pal. Anything exciting happening out there? Nah, didn't think so. You need to just...
So yeah, I think that's kind of what it's gonna be. But for like the overall themes, I'm not sure what they're really gonna go with, to be honest. I just think that they should choose a central theme that like is a bit deeper. I don't know. I just didn't really vibe with the whole superhero stuff that they did with Persona 6. I want something that's a bit more universal and less geared specifically to Japanese culture. But I understand it's a Japanese game made by a Japanese studio, is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. I think that P5, you're being generous with saying freedom. I feel like P5 is kind of a little bit more muddled in what its messages actually is, personally, but, you know.
Hi there.
Get in, get spending, and then get... No, only joking. Take your time. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. I think that's the... Yes, it's the box one. Alright, let's plant some corn around here. I think that would be cool. It'd be nice to finally... Oh, a donut. I wasn't even going for you, but okay. I do like donuts. Donuts are good. You go away. I don't want you eating those cluckles until I can start romancing a couple of them. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool to finally get something from P3MC or something. I mean, he was kind of a optional boss. Like, both the P4MC and P3MC were optional bosses with challenges. Yes, he was the super boss that they added in the DLC. The Aegis DLC. He was super annoying. I didn't actually end up fighting him because of how annoying he is to fight in that game.
I knew extending the opening hours would pay off.
Come
Come
in.
Come in.
Yeah, fair enough.
Found
Is he worse than Demi-Fiend in SMT5? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. So the thing with Demi-Fiend is it's very clear how he works. Maybe it'd be more of a problem if... Maybe this is just a problem with that I was trying to fight him right when he came out. But it wasn't clear how he worked. And he had different rules depending on the difficulty. So it was really hard to figure out what his actual rules were. And it would take a lot of grinding to get to the point where you could have enough stats to actually properly do the fight on some of the harder difficulties.
Good evening. So I'm not the only person who
I would
can't
say
afford
it's
to stick
less
around
worth
here.
it, basically. He's much more gimmicky. I think the Demi-Fiend fight is a lot more straightforward and clear about how it works, and it feels more like an actual fight rather than a gimmick fight, if that makes sense. Even with Lavenza, it like clearly defined like what the rules were for her fight for the different phases and everything. Like, she literally told you for this phase you have to crit every single like turn at least once. So yeah, just kind of gimmicky and not really worth the grind to get high enough stats to actually beat, in my opinion. His Pixie was OP. His Pixie was pretty good. It was a good healer. But the fact that it can full heal in Super Boss is just nuts. Okay, so this... No. Some weird looking birds on that food. Okay. Did I ever get Master Romancer on the servants? I feel like I should have at this point, but... I also need to do the multi-headed snake thing. It's part of the reason why I grabbed the Cluckles, as I think I need them for part of that process. Because I think for the two-headed snake, you just have to tap the egg. And then I think for the four-headed snake, you have to, like, get a chicken to sit on it or something, maybe. Not entirely sure on that. That might just be because I'm thinking of the basilisk. Should I leave you be? Because I want to see what your other requirement is. Have you grown up to the point where I can... Okay. Crap. Have 2 mushrooms in the garden. Okay. How's this work? I think I might have to do this. Okay. Arts exchange. Wonder when SMT6 will be announced? I don't know. I feel like it'll probably be after P6. So I wouldn't expect it anytime soon. I feel like we're just going to keep getting more, remasters, remakes of some of the older SMT games in the meantime. I wonder if we'll see a remake of the second Ride Out Kuzunoha game. I guess it depends on how well the first one sold. I don't know how popular that one was. Yep, pretty much. Come on. I think this is how this works. Yeah, okay, cool. That is what I needed to do. Okay. So once he works his magic on the other one. Cool. So now that I have 2 in the garden, has to eat 1 red flutterscotch. I have a red flutterscotch. He can technically eat it. If I tap and, like, get everybody out of the thing. So yeah, if he just eats that red flutterscotch, we're good to go. But that's on him. He's got to be the one to do that. I can't make him do that, obviously. How do I get another red flutterscotch? How did I get the first one? I think it's just a poppy.
Hello. Chocolate cash melting in your pocket? I'll take it. I'm not fussy.
Is it a poppy seed? Because poppy seeds are orange, aren't they? Is there like a tulip or something? I haven't... Oh, snapdragons are available. Nice. Was it red? Because I've obviously done it. Yeah, it must have been just a poppy seed, I guess. Oh, this is not a poppy seed. That's a hazelnut tree.
You don't recognize
Quality goods when they're staring you in the face. Hey, Seedos, I've leveled up. Any new seeds for me?
Seeds are very important. or there would be no plants, and then the piñatas wouldn't have anything to eat.
Oh, Snapdragon. Cool.
I
Yes, I'm sure we can.
Anything
find
you've got your eye
the
on,
story behind.
Jeppo? It seems like you're pretty excited for it. Nice. Your gardening is improving. Oh yeah, I saw that. I think Ivor has the watering can.
It's no surprise to
One
say,
Poor Wonder, yeah.
I hope. My apologies. A trader's job.
Okay, now we have the best watering can in the game. You just pour on it, on something once, and it just fixes the water level to be the perfect level. Black Flutterscotch. Where's one of my white ones? Oh, they're both in the, come out here and be red so one of you can get eaten by a prophet mole. I think it's poppy seed. Or poppy flower. I can't believe I still don't... Look at all the snakes I have. How do I not have Master Romance around them yet? Maybe I do and I'm just stupid. That is entirely possible.
In your pocket. I'll take it. An
I will admit, I do have my eye on a couple of things for Summer Game Fest and, like, the Steam Summer Sale. Ooh, we got the new chapter of the lore. I'll have to check that out at some point. Eating one sunflower and has a house and stuff. Okay. Maybe I'll mess around with donuts later. I do like them. They're fun. I like watching them walk around and stuff. And I like the colors on them. I'll probably keep at least one around even once I'm done romancing them. Where's... Okay, I was gonna get one of those Flutterscotches. Yes, I think... How did I get... Where Flutterscotch? And both white Flutterscotches are hiding in there again. But it didn't eat it. Get back out here. Oh, that's not good. No, don't eat that. Oh, thank goodness. If they eat the red candy, they get sick. You know, if he eats one of the Cluckles, that's fine, honestly. I was planning on romancing them, but if he eats one of them and then I don't have to deal with him ever again, that is also okay. I am fine with sacrificing Cluckles 1 so I never have to deal with him again. Okay. But I am going to need to buy another Cluckle now.
Still not finished for the day? You're one of the... I knew you couldn't...
Good evening. So I'm not the only person who can't afford to sleep around here.
Oh wait, Summer's Game Fest is not Steam, is it?
So that
I'm stupid.
I knew extending the opening hours would pay off. Come in, come in.
Should I watch it? Should we watch the Summer Game Fest? I don't know. Do I care? I don't know.
So that
Because the thing, do you guys want to watch the... Okay, here's what I'll say. Do you guys want to watch the Summer Game Fest with me or whatever? Because I can just watch it later. Not another one of them, whatever.
Can you help us?
Still not finished for the day? Yeah, so...
Wait, I can sell the sour macaron? Maraccoon. How does that work? That's a glitch. Huh. I've never seen that. I think it's glitched out because he's technically ready to be a resident. So the game counts as one of my pinatas? Yeah. That's funny. Wasn't worth it because then I'd have to sacrifice another chicken to him, but it's kind of funny.
You've been awarded a...
Okay. So that's that guy figured out. Now we just gotta deal with the mole one. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Well, have you guys been following that Lego thing recently? With Reckless Ben? Dude, that it has permeated farther than anything, I think, since, like, Amber Heard. For, like, YouTube content. Because it has hit, like, So many different niches of YouTube content. And a lot of the same ones as the Amber Heard case. Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp, I should say. Here, one thing I could do is I could keep, I don't know. Should I pull up the Summers Game Fest and just have it on this is the second monitor? And then we can pull it up if anything interesting happens. Oh, well that's annoying. Whatever. Okay, so what do you have to eat one of the red flutterscotches? Okay. Get out here. Okay, it doesn't even begin for a little bit. Right? Lego Mario game when? Honestly, that would be kind of cool. What if they show P6? Then let me know and I'll pull it up. I've got it on my second monitor muted right now, so if something comes up, let me know and I'll pull it up. Yeah.
Good morning. Can I interest you in something seedy? Oh, no, so that...
Well, the local serpent population has taken a hit thanks to the raccoon hunting and eating 3 of them. So I have to start romancing them all back up again. I think I only need a couple more and I'll have master romance around them. Weird that I've satisfied all 3 of these requirements, but it's not right or romance. Oh, there it goes. Maybe it's like if they're super unhappy that you don't want to romance or something. Not sure. Oh, the Snapdragon finally grew. Isn't this thing kind of cool? I wonder if I should breed some more flutterscotches. I think they just need some fruit. This apple tree has not produced any fruit in a while. Do plants stop producing fruit just after a while and then just die? I feel like I've had that happen to me with a bush. Nope.
Oh no! A ruffian is on the way! They're experts in spiteful, destructive behavior. Find a way to get rid of him quickly before you regret it.
Kind of wanted to take a look at that, yeah, storybook. I think we got the final chapter. Or, no, second to last chapter.
I was washed up on the beach, and when I tried to move,
That's the
my
wheelchair.
legs wouldn't do as they were told. I struggled to the middle of the island. There was a shabby hut with an old man sitting outside. "Welcome to my island," he said. I could have survived on my own, but he looked like he needed help. I crawled over to him and told him about my incredible adventure to find a Dragonage. The old man scratched his chin and then said, "I think you've been tricked." I suddenly realized that I had abandoned the children to a crooked pest of a man. I demanded that the old man help me to get home. "It's rather rude to rush off," said the old man. "I'm 65, you know, and I still have all my own teeth. I don't get much company these days, so why don't you stop for a chat, and I'll do my best to help you out." I spent the afternoon drinking tea and listening to the old man. It turned out he was a diggerling, and for years he had been digging strange and wonderful objects out of the ground. One object was a large egg, which, as the old man put it, was as close as he'd ever been to a Dragonage. Eventually, the diggerling carried me down to the coast. He had a boat there that he used to visit his daughter, who lived on Pinata Island. The miner agreed to sail me home past the treacherous rocks.
If you want a Dragonage of your own, you have to set up a mine, which will generate passive income by hiring diggerlings, but it'll also like create other problems in the garden that you have to manage. It's kind of like setting up a factory. Nobody wants to live next to it. Where'd that ruffian go? Why are you not romancing? You have all the requirements. Oh well. Oh. Looks like all the ruffians have suddenly decided to show up. I thought it was weird because we ended up unlocking the fourth one before the third one.
Ruffian is on the way. They're experts in spite.
Hi there. Get in, get spending, then get. No, only joking. Take your time.
Can I just say Facebook 2 in the Summer Games Fest chat? Oh, I forgot I'll keep pausing. Looks like they're doing some Silent Hill right now. That or Resident Evil, one of the two. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Does that look good? I don't know if that looks good. Whatever, let's try to romance these chickens. What the fudge? Frick already. Methinks probably not. I don't think that's gonna make the cut. Oh, Cuphead 2? Ooh. Is that what we're doing right now? Is Cuphead 2? Resident Evil Veronica. Oh, I'm on a timer here. Like the Muppet with a mug for a head. Should we just watch the Summer Game Fest? We could just watch the Summer Game Fest a minute. How long is the Summer Game Fest? It's like, what, a couple hours? Okay. Hold on. I'll just save and quit to the main menu and we can come back to this in maybe a minute. We'll see. Oh, maybe we'll pop back over to the garden if the Summer Game Fest starts to get boring or whatever. I don't really have any strong plans for these streams, to be honest. I come up with some topics to talk about. That's kind of it. It's just kind of to hang out and everything anyway. All right, let me make it so you guys can see what is. Might skip around a little bit here.
Thanks, Jeff. I am thrilled to be back here at Summer Game Fest, and I'm excited to share in so many incredible announcements.
Okay.
Now, this next
Let
one
me
is
make it so you
very
can hear
special for me. It's a
Viva
game
Pinata as
we've all
well.
been waiting to see for
Okay, let me see here.
From Studio MDHR.
HR. Now in development at Studio MDHR. It's Mighty Cuphead Adventure.
Oh, okay.
A new fast action
Sure.
Mighty.
You know, I
to share in so many incredible announcements.
Here, let me just go to what we're. Oh. Alright.
Do you understand?
Horror game. Fence.
I understand.
Ooh, jump scare. Oh, Alien? New Alien Predator game? Alien Isolation 2! Alright. Kind of neat. I've never played the original Alien Isolation. I know it's praised for being like a really good horror game when it came out.
Art director of Alien Isolation 2.
There was a lot said about like you know, the aliens like AI and everything, and how it like adapted to whatever tactics used.
And we're continuing what we started, creating an authentic new chapter which builds on that core isolation experience of escaping the terrifying, unkillable, relentless alien.
And this time, we're unleashing the alien on an unsuspecting colony world. From the claustrophobic confines of the colony itself to the exposed and storm-ravaged landscape surrounding it, Kurosaki Station is a new hunting ground for
Sorry,
the
that's me.
ultimate apex predator. Players will face a desperate struggle to survive and escape, and we cannot wait to show you more in the future.
Hello.
Thanks.
See, I think the thing for me is there's so much downtime in these events. I'd rather just skip.
today we are honored to have one of gaming's true visionaries here with us in the audience. For more than 2 decades,
I guess the point is it's a live event, so everybody's like reacting in real time together, right?
To Shadow of the Colossus, to The Last Guardian, he has left an unforgettable mark on this.
Oh, is this that
recognizing the legendary Fumito Ueda-san.
Yeah, I think we got like a trailer for this last Summer Game Fest or something like that, didn't we? Of like a boy looking out on like an ocean or something.
Game. A few years ago, we gave you an early glimpse at Ueda-san's next game, then known as Project Robot.
Yeah.
It's time to step deeper into the mysterious, unsettling, and epic.
What if
world
Shadow of the
that launched
Colossus
Ueda's
but
first game
robots?
in a decade? Let's take a look.
I don't know. These games made by old Japanese devs can be kind of hit or miss, because sometimes they have not updated. Oh no, Epic Games Publishing. That means it's gonna be Epic Games Store exclusive for like the first 2 years. I like the setting. I like how the large vistas and how unsettlingly still everything is. Yeah. I mean, it helps. If you made something good before it helps get funding for new projects. Okay, so you fly around a robot head, and then you can attach yourself to a different robot, I guess. There's some third person over the shoulder shooting. Mech combat. Climbing on mechs. Yep. Makes sense. Child Colossus guy. We have space rocket, looks like. No, because like it looks like you can control the mechas somewhat. It looks like that will be part of it, is climbing on them and killing them, but like it also looks like you can like use them for yourself.
All right, I cannot wait for Gen Atlas. Thank you, Ueda-san. All right, well, next we travel to the east, to China, circa 848 AD. Blood Message, a cinematic single-player action-adventure game from NetEase. You are a messenger who embarks on a perilous eastward odyssey with your son.
Didn't NetEase make NetEase? I've heard NetEase before. What have they made? NetEase games. Marvel Rivals, yes. They made Marvel Rivals and stuff, didn't they? Yep. Okay. Okay. So, medieval Chinese action game with swords. Okay.
阿爷，大人们说，只要和西归堂，你不打仗，也能守住我们的家。
I mean, it looks cool. This is definitely going to appeal to a lot of people. To a lot of guy gamers who love their sword games, right? I'm not seeing a lot of gameplay though. So I don't know if it's going to be like... Okay, so I'm guessing this is like cinematic gameplay where they've turned off all the UI and stuff, maybe. I don't know, this feels like it just kind of fits into a niche of game that I think does fairly well. Guy with sword games, I guess you could call them. And I think for the people who really get into those and just love playing those kind of games, this is going to be right up their alley. And it's kind of cool to see more stuff like this come out of Eastern studios and stuff, especially with like places like India, China. But I don't know if it particularly appeals to me, but
Now please welcome a game developer who is visiting the US for the first time in 2 decades. From RGG Studio, it's Masayoshi Yokoyama.
okay. Oh, is this Stranger Than Heaven? All right. Okay. What are we doing here? All right, let's see it.
こんにちは、横山です。本日はストレンジャーズ・ヘブンについて新しい発表がございます。まずはこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Hello everyone, this is Yokoyama. Today, we have an
Dude,
exciting
who is
new
that
update on Stranger in
translator?
Heaven. First, please take a look at this.
調べたぞお前らのこと。海の向こうじゃアジア人ってんでのけ者にされて。日本じゃ毛頭扱い。俺は何人なんだって何度も思ったろ。敵討ちか。つまらねえことに人生使ってんだ。大統領。
この件にけじめをつけねえと俺の人生始まらねえんだ。
Snoop Dogg. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't fit at all. Just randomly Snoop Dogg. Whatever, man. Good for him. He got a role in a game. Whatever. It feels kind of wild, but it's not the weirdest, like... Oh my... Do I have a face palm thing? I don't think I have a face palm thing. I don't... Okay. I need to make a face palm face or something, because my goodness. Really, Tupac? Okay. Snoop Dogg is one thing, but now we're adding in Tupac as well? Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we... Like, it's fine, it's whatever. I don't have anything against Tupac in particular. I have no opinion on the man. I just... RGG's reliance on... like famous people for their games is just oh my gosh, should they bring out Tupac? Hold on, this is probably copyrighted. I'm gonna mute, or oh no, they did get Snoop Dogg in here. Okay, no, see, they got him. I have to mute this because the whatever music they're playing is probably copyrighted right now.
Talking about this game. It's so good to have you here, man. That's crazy. So you teaming up with Yokoyama. Tell us, how does this happen? Why do you want to work with RGG?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Sega. I've been playing that game since it first came out, and you know, to be associated with such a great game and such a great person like this and the team that they put together, it's an amazing, you know, feat for me. So I'm happy to be a part of it.
Now we got to talk about what just announced.
Translation: I'm getting paid.
You know, the Tupac estate and my son and myself, we work very closely together, so it just made sense to put him in this game because his likeness and his spirit still lives on, and I just feel like it was so connected to what.
Wait, is Tupac dead?
What y'all think?
Game looks insane.
Tupac is dead, isn't he?
In there too. I know the song sounds great. What we're looking forward to.
I did not know this. I don't know anything about this stuff. So wait, why is Tupac?
Death Row Games or something that you
Dude, I do not understand RGG's decisions with who they cast in video games recently. Like, the Snoop Dogg thing is whatever, but like, bring Tupac. Dude, that's so funny. I didn't realize he was dead, and I thought they were gonna bring out Tupac. Like, they were just gonna Weekend at Bernie's his corpse out onto the stage. It's just a name I've heard around. I have no idea, man. I knew he was a rapper. I had no idea anything else about him. I didn't have any opinions about him. Okay, so what are they gonna do for his voice? Like, get somebody to do an impersonation of him, I guess? I don't know, man.
You brave the wild north as researchers stranded in a mind-bending, player-shaped procedural world. This is a very cool game. Take a look.
Okay. You don't say. Man. So he was old enough to be in the game around the time. It's the in-game time. Okay. Okay, hold on. What do we have here? Non-Euclidean geometry, Wormhead. Okay, I see guns, sure. Okay. Is this new? You know what this kind of reminds me of is the forest. I have a friend who really enjoyed playing the forest, so this kind of might be up our alley. No. Because Mirror's Edge with guns is a thing. Hold on. I'll look that up while we're doing this, and the next time they're just yapping, I'll show you. Okay, I mean, it looks interesting, but there's nothing too much to it, you know?
Absolutely stunning. We have much more SGF to come, but first, Dead by Daylight is celebrating its 10th
Oh,
anniversary.
Dead by Daylight.
Watch this
I've
closely
recently
because
actually been put on to Dead by Daylight content, but... Okay, hold on. I don't care about the new Dead by Daylight update too much, though. I'm gonna, like... Here, let me show you. Okay. You were saying Mirror's Edge with guns? Behold, Mirror's Edge trick shot compilation. Well, I hope you're enjoying your Final Fantasy 14 stuff. There was a competition recently of like the people trying to get like nasty like trick shots. This is just Mirror's Edge, but they've modded in like a sniper rifle and are just doing like ridiculous trick shots. I'm gonna like mute the video because I think it's like copyrighted rock music, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, hello. What is this? I'm coming in with... I look away for like 1 second and... Play the beta. Okay. The beta of what? Hey, Jason. That's Dead by Daylight. Who cares? What was this? I just saw a guy playing a lute and like knocking an enemy back. Oh, Mortal Shell 2. Okay. Cool. Looks cool, but I have no idea anything about it. Oh, this is Tiny Build. Didn't they do... Tiny Build. What's... Don't they do some of those like Factorio or something? Oh no, wait, I know them from Hello Neighbor, don't I? We're kind of behind, so I'll have to like catch up in a second, but that's fine. I'll just skip some talking or something. I mean, if they make a cool game, sure. It doesn't look like... I mean, I kind of think it looks neat, but it's not... doesn't look like something I'd play personally. I put 40 hours in 3 days. That is impressive. Is this a Black Flag refresh thing?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it were.
Ooh, look at those high quality chest hairs. Yeah, it's the new... You guys excited for this? Like, for another remake of a... Dude, why didn't they just do this instead of doing that one pirate game that just completely flopped? They should have just done this from the start. I don't know. I guess I do kind of get it. Like, there was room for them to do an entirely pirate-focused game, but this was the safer move. It's kind of funny that they did end up doing this in the end, though. They spent all that money on, what was it, Skull and Bones or whatever. just to end up re-releasing this game again. They're coming. That's a weird way to mix that sentence. They're coming, and they're coming soon.
Welcome back to SGS.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag
Okay.
which is arriving July 9th. Now it's time for the announcement of a game that reunites one of the best action game developers in the world with a legendary franchise.
All right. What do we got? Action game. Paramount, huh? Is this gonna be a Deadpool game? Because we had a Deadpool VR game. Oh, TMNT. Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But it's Platinum. Oh, Platinum Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game? Is that what I'm seeing here? Yeah. The leitmotif in the background is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yeah. Yep. Huh, interesting. I don't know why TMNT, but it's a Platinum game, so it'll probably have good action combat. Sure. I'd be interested to see more. Kind of a wild, off-the-wall collab, but sure.
All right, well, that's another TMNT game from Platinum
Gotcha,
Games.
okay.
I cannot wait to learn more about Last Ronin. Now, please welcome two-time TGA loser for Expedition 33 and Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm glad you're having a good time, Lupa, with Final Fantasy 14. It does seem like something that'd be up your alley. I have a hard time dumping that many hours into one game, but I do think that Final Fantasy 14 looks like a good use of your time. I do not know who this man is.
Hello, Summer Game Fest.
I don't know why he's wearing a picture of himself on a shirt, but it's also red. I'm assuming it's a meme, but
Opportunity to step into the world of Fortnite as the visitor.
oh.
And today, I finally get to share
Fortnite. We love Fortnite. We love Fortnite. We love Fortnite.
for a long time. A new season is about to begin, and everything is
I haven't played Fortnite in a minute.
Let me show you what's coming in Fortnite's next season, Runners, launching later tonight.
Oh boy, we love Fortnite. How's the audio, by the way? Is it a good volume? I keep messing with it a little bit, but yeah, he probably was a meme from like a previous Summer Game Fest, so he just wore it on a shirt because it looked like it was just him like doing a thumbs up or whatever.
They can make you stronger, faster.
So the gimmick is like enchantments, I guess. Equipable enchantments or whatever. Okay, cool, thanks.
So we must secure them.
I mean, listen, I don't think Fortnite's a bad game by any means. Oh, are they bringing back John Wick, but like as an animated John Wick skin? Weird. That looks so weird. Why didn't they just bring back the old John Wick skin, man? It looks so weird to have him like a more stylized cartoony version. I mean, they change it up. Like this time, like they keep adding new gimmicks and then taking them away and like doing different things. But
if you're wondering
why
how
is
we
the
end up
audio
on
not
this
synced
one,
up to his mouth?
the
That is
Shocked event
funny.
Happening live inside Fortnite right after Summer Game Fest.
Live video
This
scuff.
season we asked every player to choose a side.
'Cause I'm on live. This is like as up to date as it gets.
Experience. It has all been building to this moment. The party starts at
I think
7
it's
PM
hard to
Eastern
keep
time.
any game
The
going
doors
for a
open
long time.
And trust me,
Like any
you
live
want to
service
stay to
game.
the very end of the event.
I mean, it has to either have a very simple gameplay loop like CSGO, or it has to have like continual like updates like Fortnite or Final Fantasy 14 or something, right? Oh my gosh, The Rock. I forgot The Rock was canon in Fortnite as like one of the main characters. Isn't he like the Watcher or something? I don't know. Okay, sure. Dude, I don't think anybody actually cares. Very few people actually care about the storyline of Fortnite. They have some cool cutscenes or whatever, but
For a special announcement from Bandai
they had some cool
Namco
ARG
about
stuff,
one
I
of
think,
the
with
most influential sci-fi
one of their
franchises
seasons
ever created.
a couple of years ago. But dude, the like audio for their voices are off.
Time by seasons, not sirens. For a moment, the future felt promising.
It's not just me, is it?
Out here,
Like,
that
hold on, see if I can.
out here, that promise is a lie.
Okay. Yeah, no, the audio's off sync, isn't it? Is it just me? Hold on. Yeah, okay. So it's not just me. The whole like YouTube chat is saying the same thing. Okay. So the audio's just off. Great. Okay. All right. It's not me, it's them. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, I think the same thing for me too. That's why I can't get into like fighting games and stuff too much, even though they are fairly close to action games. Just because like the amount of time investment and stuff. Gundam game though. This looks kind of neat. Is it a new Armored Core game? I know Armored Core 6 did really well. It doesn't look like Armored Core. It looks a bit more Gundam-y. I don't know how to explain it, but the art style looks a little bit different. Yeah, Gundam Rogue Orbit. Okay. Cool. Mech game. You know, one mech game we're never gonna get is
Find me. I'm here.
Faceless. Okay. Titanfall 3.
Thousands of games launch every year, so finding your next favorite can be tough.
Have you heard about the latest Persona leaks? I heard that I saw the Persona 6 leaks. We looked at them on stream like a couple weeks ago. I heard they got DMCA'd. Is there anything else new? Japan loves Gundam. They do indeed.
Straight to your inbox.
I mean, it's a giant cool robot that you can pilot. How can you not like it? Laser swords, giant guns. What's not to like?
Games. This next title comes from a solo developer, Adrian Mulero from Spain. It is a co-op physics game about two geese and one very fragile egg.
Okay. Sure.
Sure, don't worry.
This is streamer bait game. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna watch your two favorite streamers who are totally not dating play this on stream, and they're gonna yell at each other for like 3 hours straight, and then nobody else you're never gonna think about this game ever again. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there's very few people who actually play these games. Like, I cannot see anybody playing this like past like a couple of weeks past release, you know? And like, again, I feel like it's just such streamer bait. Like, I don't know. I guess there probably are people who play these like not on stream. Like stuff like It Takes Two, or the one where you're chained together and have to jump up. But like, it just feels, yeah, it feels just kind of streamer baity, which is fine. You know, it'll be good for streamers. They'll like get a friend and yell at each other there for a few hours, but that's about it. I say like I don't stream, but like, you know what I mean. Oh, global announcement. Okay.
People are endlessly disappointing.
Yeah.
They're greedy.
Is this kind of looks like Arc Raiders, but not. I guess.
They lie.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
They're bullies.
Hey, Stokes? Yeah, I got one of them.
So that's what I say when I look at someone like you. Bully.
See, that's where we're different. I genuinely like most people.
Oh, you're truly a sick fuck.
TNM. That's no moon. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of... Oh, wow. The pre-rendered and real-time rendered. Okay. Change
You're not one
differently.
of them anymore.
Okay.
Well, that's temporary. Just like
I'm not
moon.
seeing any gameplay. Oh, okay. Gameplay?
You guys don't understand the real threat.
Third-person shooter. Okay.
If I go to work with my enemy to survive, so be it. For now.
Either we fight those things together, or die alone.
I have the phone.
No. Do not touch him.
I guess I get what you mean and the fact that with the characters, but I feel like the tone and setting is very different. Crossfire. Wait, I thought it was called That's No Moon. Or was that the studio? Maybe that was just the studio. That's No Moon is a more interesting title.
Have developed
But anyway.
character-driven games with the goal of
Oh wow,
thoroughly
that dude on the
connecting
right
design and
has put a
story.
lot of time into that
In Crossfire,
beard.
two opposing operators must form a temporary alliance. Depending on one another is their only chance of survival.
Oh, what
Support
games do
this
these guys have?
narrative completely rethought how cover and traversal work together and created a system that rewards tactical thinking, stealth, and repositioning. It's called adaptive cover. With adaptive cover, our player character Layla dynamically adjusts her stance to react to the complex terrain and the enemy's line of sight. It fundamentally changes your relationship with the environment and becomes an active skill
Okay.
to master.
Shout out
I-
to our amazing team at That's No Moon, who are
Sure,
meticulously
I don't know.
crafting Crossfire.
It doesn't really
It's for
speak to
all
me.
of
I'm just
you
seeing like
who,
gun
like us,
shooty
high
game, which is
agency,
fine.
single-player,
I've played plenty of gun shooty games, but like I'm not seeing anything that like particularly draws me to it, you know? And this whole like cover system doesn't really seem that
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jacob and Taylor.
like
Now,
that much of a
last year at the
draw.
Game Awards, we
I'm sure
introduced the
somebody
next game from
I'm
Remedy
sure it'll be
Entertainment.
kind of cool. I
Here's
don't
a new
know.
look at the mind-bending world
I'm not
of Control
sold.
Resident
I'd definitely wait for like the game to actually come out to see more.
It's been
But
7 years.
oh, is this
Build
Control 2?
house has
Yeah,
fallen.
Control 2.
Everything we tried to
Dude, I
contain
want to get into the
is
Wake
now
First
loose
stuff
in
at
the
some
streets
point.
of Manhattan. This
I'm
was
pretty
caused by
caught
a
up
new
with the
type
story
of
through
hostile
YouTube videos,
resonance
but
that is beyond anything that we
dude,
can
look at
currently
that.
measure. It's all quite terrifying. And fascinating.
I have Control 1. I've been meaning to play it for a while.
All we can do is dig deeper. Keep searching for the solutions in every way we can.
It's a cool trailer. I hope I hope the game lives up to it, but it's a cool trailer.
Right now, it's time for another Summer Game Fest exclusive, the announcement of the next game in a storied franchise.
All right. What do we got? Oh, okay.
We all have
I already know.
our own reasons
Is this
for
Fable?
coming to this vast frontier. But for our guild, we who protect this land, one reason stands above all others: our wonder. You feel it too. We see
New MMO game.
wonder at the
That's
astonishing power
a
that
bold
shapes this
take.
land.
We haven't seen anybody try to make a new MMO in a minute. I mean, we have, but like, we haven't seen anybody actually succeed in making a new MMO in a minute. I'll say that.
Who holds dominion over all.
This thread thing is kind of interesting. The thread effect that they have here.
But if you yearn for
It looks way more visually interesting than the actual game, I'll be honest.
for fellowship and purpose,
I don't like the styling of the 3D models of the game. It looks like generic Unreal Engine 5, like whatever. Like it just looks very generic visually. Guild Wars 3 though, sure, okay. But
To everyone watching both here and live online around the world, I'm Colin Johansson, the studio head at ArenaNet, and I want to thank you for watching the exclusive first look. at our
again, I don't
upcoming
have
game.
too much
The time is right
interest in
for the
MMO
next
stuff.
evolution of the MMORPG.
Sure.
That game is Guild Wars 3.
Is it though? What do you have that's going to make things better?
Glad you all agree. Guild Wars 3 is an epic world that is
Bless the man, he's trying. I can't hold that against him. He's
is
trying.
powered by your character's momentum, and combat will usher in an entirely new type of MMO experience. By launching on PC and PlayStation 5, we're inviting the biggest audience.
I
yet
like
to
the
experience
flag design of the
Guild
3.
Wars.
That's cool.
We're so excited to welcome all of you to join our Guild Wars community.
Like the banner look
Go to
that they got going for it.
guildwars3.com to sign up for our newsletter right now. Thank you.
Okay. Nothing about details about the actual game. Okay, whatever.
Colin.
They only had so much
Get
time.
ready to blast across the galaxy
Whatever.
with daring races, dangerous rivals, and some very familiar faces. Star Wars Galactic Racer. is
Oh
coming
boy,
this October.
Star Wars racing game.
Head to a brand new planet, Dervenakos. Now this is pod racing.
Oh gosh. All right. Okay.
Welcome to Durban Akos, where champions are born.
I will say visually it looks pretty good. I like the variety of races and races, like of the different drivers and stuff. That was kind of neat.
My sources say you've been making friends amongst our fellow League pilots.
Racers don't go head-to-head against Bulba. Legends do.
They are not your friends.
I've seen you at Kestar's side.
I mean, it looks like a kind of competent racing game that's Star Wars themed. If that's what it is, then sure. How do you feel about the gaming industry overall? I think it's going through a transitionary period. I think that AAA studios have not been able to keep up in a lot of ways to like indie and AA studios. And like there's a restructuring of like things. I feel like it had like bigger studios have kind of stagnated in some ways because we are getting like a lot of remakes and remasters of things. I think that there's still plenty of good stuff to play. If you either go back and play a lot of the older stuff, or if you look for more smaller games. But I think that like people, I don't know, I think the like gaming stuff, I don't know what, I think it's going to be harder to get into the hobby like I just feel like the price is too high to get into modern, like, AAA gaming with the price raises to Xbox and PlayStation, and then now even Switch 2 is going up by $50. Plus, like, bigger games costing like $70, $80. Meanwhile, you've seen a rise in more of those, like, emulation handhelds and stuff. I think people are still gonna game. I think they're just not gonna go for some of those bigger releases, I think. Or they're gonna try and, like, play games that they can emulate on their laptop PC and stuff like that. At least enthusiasts will. I think regular people will buy less AAA games, basically, right? Like, they'll just buy less of them because they're gonna cost more. Or they might not buy, like, the newest console as quickly. I don't think, like, interest in gaming is going down at all. I just think that the price for what you're getting, like, the ratio is, like, way off. The prices keep going up, but, like, the actual quality and, like, value proposition of the newer games isn't quite there. This is kind of interesting. Last Harbor here, I've kind of been talking over it. It looks kind of interesting. It looks like Raft, but with zombies. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Kind of my alley. It feels like a game I would play with a friend, maybe, but I didn't see, like, a ton of gameplay, so. Audio's off sync again, by the way. It's them, not me.
Today we've got your first ever
Oh, Virtua Fighter.
The surprising scale and scope of the next installment. This is Virtua
What do you think, Jason? Do you think I'm off on that? Do you think I'm, like, missing something? I think AI is gonna, like, shake things up a good amount too, because AI can already take a 2D image and make it into a 3D model, and you can, like, have somebody clean it up. I think AI will allow independent people to make bigger games on a scale that they weren't able to before, because they'll be able to, like, offload certain, like, things. Like, it'll be easier to make, to, like, concept things like art and then get somebody to touch things up, or, like, kind of get a vibe, or, like, you could use AI to make a soundtrack if you really wanted to. I don't think it would be quite the same quality as getting, like, an actual person to make a soundtrack for you, but, like, you could conceivably make a game with, like, art, sound, and, like, stuff with just one person, right? So Kiri gonna be a cast character? That'd be kind of neat. Well, I mean, you have stuff like Stranger Than Heaven, right? You have Expedition 33. Like, Expedition 33 had a good amount of money, but they didn't have, like, the most amount of money ever or anything like that, right? I don't think it's dying. I think it's just, like, reorganizing itself. As, like, consumer habits change, the industry itself has to change, and it's going through, like, transitionary pains right now, where studios are having to lay off employees because they're way overstaffed after COVID, and then, like, also people just aren't interested in some of those bigger games, or they don't think it's, like, worth it. Yeah, that's true. Like, a lot of indie devs do hate AI, but I think it's inevitable. I think that a lot of the people who are, like, so up in arms against AI, like, I understand, but you're just fighting against the inevitable. Because there will be somebody who doesn't have any qualms about using AI, and they will make a game that way outperforms what you can do without AI. And so you will either, like, use AI, or you will start to lose in the like competition of like making games and stuff. And AI is only going to get better and better too. And so if you're not using it, you're depriving yourself of a better and better tool. RuneScape? I guess? Okay. Weird spin-off for RuneScape, whatever. Isn't there like a more modern RuneScape too? Like there's the like RuneScape that they kept updating, and then there's like classic RuneScape or whatever. But you're right that a lot of indie devs are like anti-AI, but how long is that gonna last, really? I don't know. I think that a lot of like the AI hate is kind of manufactured in a way. I think there are legitimate concerns with stuff like data centers, but like if you want to talk about like what is real art and it's not real art, if like who cares? Like, do you think people actually care when they're playing a video game? They just want a game that's fun and they can have fun with their friends while playing, or like to kill an afternoon, or like to relax after work. Do you think some guy who comes home, or girl who comes home after work or school or whatever, will really care about that? They won't. They'll just play the games that they think are fun. So
The skies will clot.
dude, the audio's so off. I can't even do anything about it.
Made piles of rot. Odion's cast with tempers rare. Red minnows squirm.
Dude, that deer looks so scuffed.
Three virtues known. Not all recast. For wrath and doom and death.
Bear monstrosity looked kind of fun. The visuals of this are kind of interesting. I like the stylization somewhat, but there wasn't much to that, to be honest. But yeah, that's my opinion, Jason. Oh, new Grounded game. I tried playing this with a friend and we got like 20 hours in and it just kind of quit. The original one anyway. Or is this Grounded 3? Was there a Grounded 2 already? I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah. There has already been at least one of these. It was a cool idea. The effect is interesting. One of the toggles is, yeah, Grounded 2. Okay. One of the toggles is like a fisheye lens thing, because like when you're that small, it's like, it does look pretty cool actually, like walking around what's basically a giant backyard, and everything. But the gameplay was just kind of, it was okay. But me and my friend were just kind of like, eh, after 20-30 hours. I think what it was is we set up a base next to the pond, and then we progressed the story, and a new enemy type just kept spawning right next to our base and killing us over and over again, and we were like, eh, I think we're good.
All the luck in the world
Maybe if we tried it again, we'd actually get through it, but
is the choice you make when the cards are on the table.
But yeah, that's my opinion. Mafia: The Old Country. Oh, story expansion. Okay, neat. But that's my general opinion about that, Jason. Feel free to disagree, agree, or whatever. But yeah, that's what I think about that.
Enzo's journey in Mafia: The Old Country this August. Okay, can you imagine working on something for 16 years of your life? Back in 2010, the creator of Assassin's Creed set out on a journey to build his next time-bending epic. Today, after many twists and turns, it is finally time for Patrice Désilets to invite you in to his new world.
Okay, so Assassin's Creed maker, make new thing. Okay. Yeah, I heard that the Mafia games are pretty good. I had a friend play through the older ones, and they're like, yeah, that's pretty good. So
To protect a world I cannot be a part of.
destined to be feared for what I am. It is my fate.
Did they resync the audio? No, they didn't. So which game? You're a witch or something?
I have devoted my life to facing them. Those granted the power to raise souls. Those corrupted by their gifts. Tilting the ancient balance toward cataclysm. But at last, their debt is due.
That reminds me of Dishonored.
Every choice, every breath has led me to this moment. As the moon bears witness, I take the first step. My time has come. I am ready.
Okay, I guess a witch game? We got literally no gameplay. I don't know what kind of game it is at all, so...
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everyone.
Concept is alright.
1666
Doesn't look
has been a
like anything in
monumental
particular, but...
an emotional journey. David Lynch once said, the film is the talking. That's how I feel today about the game. Instead of explaining features, I'll simply say this. As of right now, the prologue is free to download on Steam and Epic Game Store.
Look at that. You know what? That's cool.
It's a 30-minute story experience, an amuse-bouche, if you will. I'll leave you with a glimpse of what's to come when the game launches on early access later this year. Join us for the journey. Merci and panache kaolis.
Yeah, I understand that. I think when any new technology comes out like that, people are going to lose jobs. When cars came out, when cars started becoming more adopted, you know, there was a whole industry of people who like had carriages and like horses and everything, right? There was an entire industry around that that mostly just like slowly died away between cars and trains becoming more and more available. I think it sucks, but like,
Still to come, we've got a lot of great announcements for
I think you're doing a disservice to people if you don't. Rabid stuff. Okay.
Who's that?
Oh, what?
Wait, that's
You're doing a disservice to people if you lie to them and say that AI is not going to change things. It might suck and you might not like it, but it is the reality of things, and just because you don't like reality, denying it doesn't make it go away. You know? AI is here. They will continue, the tools will continue to get better, and people will need to adapt. And it does suck for people losing their jobs and everything, but at the same time, it won't help them to lie to them and tell them that it's not going to happen.
Since the genesis of your legacy.
You can have sympathy. Sympathy, sure, but like, lying to them isn't going to help them, you know?
Pain is our only true path to redemption.
So what is this? Okay.
It strips away
World War
the
I?
lies that people tell themselves. Only then do they get to see
Ooh.
what really makes them tick. A sacrifice must always be paid in blood.
Meanwhile, Dead by Daylight be like,
Live or die.
I'm not aware of Jigsaw lore, but I guess he was a World War I veteran. So is this a asymmetric 1v4 game where you play as one person plays a Jigsaw and everybody else plays as survivors?
Inspires those who are worthy.
You say as if nothing depends on people. It sounds realistic, but at the same time, not in the way we like to be told about will the people. Are you saying like people can still change things. Yes, you can choose not to use AI and you can discourage people from using AI, but there's always going to be somebody who doesn't care and will use it. And if it's a useful tool that like lets them do things that they couldn't otherwise do and is helpful to them, then they will do that and they will eventually overtake you. Because if you're not using the newest tech, if you're still riding in a carriage and you think that everybody else should be riding in a carriage, somebody's gonna ride in a car and they're gonna get way ahead of you. And you can say that that's not the way it should be, or like we shouldn't move on from carriages, or cars are dangerous. But at the end of the day, it's still, you're still gonna lose.
Lords of the Fallen 2 wishlist now.
That's right, Lords of the Fallen 2.
I'm
is
just saying,
also
like,
coming to Steam
yeah,
this fall.
it sucks, and yeah, you
Next up
can,
is a brand new game
but you
from
can't.
BitReactor, a studio formed by some of the most
But it
experienced
is what it
developers
is.
in the tactic genre. This is Star Wars Zero Company.
Ooh, Star Wars XCOM.
Intelligence was just briefed
Or no? RTS? Star Wars RTS.
Then we need to make our move.
No? No, XCOM. Okay, Star Wars XCOM.
Zero Company.
What do you got for me, Fennec? Port Silius. Coil's been spotted meeting with local gangsters. Find out what they're up to.
I mean, I like XCOM and I like Star Wars. This looks actually pretty interesting to me. And it's set in an interesting time in the Star Wars universe during the Clone Wars and stuff, right? I like the idea of this, at least. I don't know. Have you guys played these kind of games before? Like these XCOM style, like
We work with all kinds of folks.
strategy type games?
Ex-separatist, ex-noble, ex-cons. And we're better.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
I don't think we've heard about anything about it. It's been on ice for a while.
General Skywalker.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I'm kind of interested in Star Wars XCOM. It's not a huge priority for me, but
Fantasy has always been about one thing.
I will agree about those who lost their jobs. It's different from Industrial Revolution, much smaller population, much different speed of the tool.
Brutal new world where vampires have emerged from hiding.
Come in.
Never played XCOM? They're cool. I like them personally. If you like more strategy focused games, it's kind of fun. It's kind of like Fire Emblem, but you know, with more guns and stuff. And you kind of like make your own story. Vampire game. I would run, dude.
You don't give up easy, eh? Well, neither do I.
Just DoorDash some blood.
Reasons to hate me. My son, you've ruined my life. We crave the same thing.
Evil? Am I evil?
Oh, I think I remember seeing the trailers for this. Isn't this the You Are a Vampire Hunting Other Vampires game? I think I remember seeing this. Kind of looked like a Witcher type game. Interesting that it shows a modern era too. Does that mean you'll be fighting through the eras?
How many innocents did you drain dry?
They said it. I will still agree that those who've lost their jobs, at least different from the Industrial Revolution, much smaller population of Earth, much smaller difference in the speed of the tool.
What you just saw was an invitation
Yeah, it is much different than the Industrial Revolution.
Eras and cultures in our story-driven open
But
world
yeah,
dark
it is
fantasy
kind of the
saga.
same idea, but yeah.
The first part, a CGI, shows where our saga leads to, a present-day adventure. The gameplay segment that followed is from our current game, and it's an origin story of Cohen. I hope you will have as much fun playing our game
Okay.
as we had making it.
So the story thing at the start was just showing like where the story ends up in the modern day. I guess there's plans to like continue on the story past the current game.
Next, the creators of
Okay.
Among Us have been hard at
Oh,
work.
gosh,
on a new
okay.
Project.
Show me what you got.
Today we're revealing it for the first time.
Among You. Around you. Oh no. Oh no. Among Us visual novel. Oh my gosh. Among Us, like, murder mystery visual novel. That is so smart and so dumb at the same time. This should have come out like 3 years earlier. At least a few years earlier. When they're, oh my gosh.
TV series, please welcome Yvette Nicole Brown and Liv Uson.
Dude, I can't. Dude, I can't. What the fuck? What are we doing here, man? This is one of the things that's gonna get.
Future of Among Us, as crew members ourselves, our task is sharing.
This is gonna get clipped so hard.
Yvette? Look, I know fans have been dying for updates, but there's
Okay.
a dead body right there.
Mm-hmm.
And the imposter could be any one of us.
Dude, please.
think this calls for an emergency.
Gee, I wonder what chat thinks.
You'd rather call a meeting than complete our task.
WTF is this? What in the slop? Who plays Among Us? There's a TV series of Among Us? Oh, yes, there is, unfortunately.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Get hyped for chaos, betrayal, and more in the Among Us.
I love Among Us. Is it possible to invite preschoolers to such exhibitions? You know what the sad thing is? Dude, okay, hold on. When did Among Us come out? When did Among Us come out?
Was it you?
Whoever smelt it dealt it. If only there was someone who could take charge.
Among Us was 2018. It was big in like COVID era. It's been 4 years since then. If you were in middle school when Among Us was big, then you have graduated high school. If you were in high school when Among Us was big, you were in college or in working your first job or whatever.
Have you among us, or is it amongst us? I always forget.
Would you believe me if I said some of our biggest surprises at SGF are still to come? Stay tuned, and it turns out there's
Yeah, it's been at least a few years since Among Us was like really big.
007 First Light. Here's
To be fair, I don't know where you go. Like, I mean, like, you get such a big bag with Among Us. Like, what do you do with that afterwards? I feel like doubling down on Among Us was the wrong idea, though. They should have tried to make more games or just walk away with their bag.
Our alliance with Baphomet's fragile
Hitman?
at best, but
New Hitman,
seems to have. Well, M figures the reward is well worth the risk. Go back to Aleph and find out what this is all about.
yeah. It's another one of these celebrity contracts that Hitman keeps doing.
007.
Oh, no, it's 007. My bad. Okay. Hey, Final Fantasy 14 on Switch 2. Turok on Switch 2. Clutch? No, I have not. We got a minute while they're just doing this. Let me see. Okay. X Forza Horizon devs announced Clutch. I'd have to watch a trailer but we're watching this right now. Witcher stuff? Oh, that's right. They're doing a Witcher update, aren't they? Just like randomly, they decided to do a Witcher update to lead up to the new game, I think. I think everything up through like the first couple of expansions is free to play for Final Fantasy 14. Like, I think the first whole expansion or so is like free to play for Final Fantasy 14. Like, there's a generous amount of content, like 20, 30 some hours of free content for Final Fantasy 14, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So Final Fantasy 14 free trial lets you play the base game and the Heavensward, Stormblood, and Shadowbring Heirs expansion. So that's the first 3 expansions. No time limit. You can level all jobs up to level 80. So yeah, you get like a good chunk of content to play through before you decide whether you want to drop the monthly subscription for the rest of the stuff. This looks Korean? Yeah, it does. Some of the... I don't know. I'm sure this is somebody's jam, it's just not mine. I feel nothing seeing that trailer. I feel nothing.
I'm looking to find the source of the disturbance and end it. To do that, I need a complete picture.
Kuro Games and CD Projekt Red. Oh my gosh, did they put the Cyberpunk characters in a gacha game? They did. I think? Is that what this is? Is this a collab with Cyberpunk for a gacha game? That's what it looks like.
Deleting your ass.
Because wasn't there that open world, like, gacha game that came out recently?
I can feel it. That Nightmare Tacit Discord is looking for us.
I'm trying to figure out if this is like a... Yeah, it's Wuthering Waves. Okay, so it's Wuthering Waves and Cyberpunk. Yeah, okay. That's cool, I guess, if you play Wuthering Waves. I just can't do it with those gacha games anymore, man. I just cannot spend that much time on a game like that. Some of them look cool, and as standalone games I'd play them, but yeah. Like there's that Enfield one that came out recently that was basically a Factorio plus action RPG, which should be right up my alley, but just kind of like the amount of time it would take to like put into it is just nah. Ooh, Capcom! Capcom! Ah, I was hoping DMC6. I like collabs, especially with gacha games. I think they're fine. I think they're kind of cool if you already play the gacha game, and they do draw in more players. I guess this is Hunter Stories or whatever.
I can't stop wondering, how can all this exist up amongst the clouds?
Dude, I don't know. When I see Capcom, what I want to see is DMC6 or something, man. We might still get one. I think. How are we doing on time? Like, how long has it been? We're like about an hour in, I think. So DMC1 remake? Okay. I haven't heard anything about that, but I'll take your word for it. If there's been some rumblings of that on Twitter or whatever. That wouldn't be terrible. Oh, new Ace Attorney game, yeah. Monster Hunter Wilds, woo. Yeah. My only experience with Monster Hunter is so scuffed. I played one of the games on the Wii one time for like a few hours and was like, this isn't very fun, because like you couldn't like play with anybody because it was on the Wii. And I was trying to play a game like that with Wii motion controls.
You know it's all for nothing. Still you press on.
Musical? Okay. Gameplay. That's always we love to see gameplay. We love to see actual gameplay in a trailer.